Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you from Central Texas, USA. It is 9:59 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I know I talk too slow, but that's just the way I am. I am on Park Road 4 in Central Texas, USA, near Inks Lake State Park, and I'm just taking a little drive because it's a beautiful day. 69 top down degrees, beautiful. It's supposed to be 80 today, maybe even more than that. But it's a typical mid-February weather for Texas. I am a native Texan. I grew up in South Texas, Kennedy, Texas, a little bitty oil boom town. And for all you new subscribers, I full-time RV'd for 20 plus years, and now I go camping in my Toyota Prius. I go car camping, and sometimes I may be gone for up to a month at a time. It works out good. I've got a toilet that I made and some other things, but if you're interested in RVing or going somewhere in an RV or car camping, particularly camping in a Prius, check out my playlist on my channel homepage at Rusty78609, all lowercase, no spaces. Now that I got the housekeeping out of the way, I just want to say that it is a beautiful day in Central Texas, USA. What a little poem I just made. Getting better at this. Today, topic for the day, got a comment related to the reliability of the Toyota Prius. Good comment. I appreciate it. I know it's a narrow audience, but even for you people that have hybrids or are thinking about getting a hybrid, this video may have some information for you also. Because as most of you know, a Toyota Prius is a hybrid. It's got batteries and it's also got an engine, a little motor. And it's using both of them pretty much all the time. You get about 50 to 55 miles a gallon. I average all around when I'm home at my home base in Central Texas. I average right about 54 miles per gallon, which is excelente, muy bueno, very good. And as to the viewer's comment related to reliability, I will speak to it by saying this. I have had 3 Toyota Priuses. I had a 2007, a 2010, and now I've got a 2013. I've had this Prius for about 3.5 years. It's got 56,000 miles on it. And it has been totally reliable as the others. I have kept this one longer than the others because I just choose to. What I want to do is get this one paid off and just keep it, because I really like this car. Now, for as to the hybrid part, the batteries, this is for you folks that have hybrid other cars. How long do the batteries last? Well, that is something that you will never find a consensus on, because there are people that have had some battery issues at 150,000 miles, and then there are some that have over 200,000 miles on their Priuses and have never had any battery issues at all. So I think it depends on how you drive or how it was driven prior to you getting it, the climate it was in, and a lot of other variables. The battery or hybrids don't do really great in extreme heat or extreme cold. So if they were there for the life of their life, then it could be that the batteries diminish more quickly in those extreme environments. For me, I've never had any lithium ion battery issues at all. Never. And another thing you can check on for reliability is go to consumerreports.com, I think, and check out reliability of used vehicles, and you will find that the Toyota Prius is rated the highest rating. In other words, it is extremely reliable in all categories that they rate it. The only thing you're going to have to do for the first 120,000 miles is change the oil, change the engine oil filter, the cabin air filter, and at 120,000 miles you will have to change the spark plugs, and during that time you will also have to buy tires. Other than that, the engine, I don't think you will have any problems, and you certainly won't have any problems with the batteries. A lot of people are concerned about that, but they have gotten better and better and better. The 2013 I have is what they call Generation 3. Generation 3 runs from 2010 to 2015. The 2016 started a new generation, Generation 4. And when they do a new generation, they make some improvements, usually in the gas mileage, and usually the battery pack is a little smaller and a little lighter, and that allows for that improved fuel efficiency because the batteries are getting better all the time. Would I recommend a Prius? Without a doubt. I think it's one of the best cars I've ever owned. And for two reasons. One, it is reliable. Two, it's very fuel efficient. And I'll add a third. Now, I go camping in it, and it's just like a mini motorhome because you can camp overnight in hot or cold weather and run the air conditioner or the heater without fear of running down the battery, because what will happen is you put the Prius in the on position, set the temperature on, for me, if it's going to be a warm night, I'll set it at 72 and the fan level of 4, and go to sleep. And during the night, the engine will cut on about maybe 2 times an hour for 3 or 4 minutes. And after midnight, when the temperature outside drops down, then that'll be reduced to maybe 0 times per hour. The engine will cut on. As far as how much fuel you use, it's really hard to tell, but I estimate that you probably use about maybe half a gallon in a 10-hour sleeping period. That's a total, because I read. I'll get in the Prius and read for a while, and then I go to sleep, and then I get up in the morning and do my ablutions, or I wash my face, brush my teeth inside the car, and the car is in the on position all that time. But just for around 10 hours, you're looking at, or even for an average of 8, you probably use about a half gallon, maybe. I'd guess that, in that range. Not much, because when it cools down after midnight, the engine will not cut on. Now, in the colder weather, the engine will cut on to heat the engine all night long. Depending on the temperature, will determine how many times it cuts on per hour. If it's around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it will cut on about once or twice an hour for a few minutes to keep the engine warm, and you'll still consume about maybe maybe a half gallon to 3/4 of a gallon of gasoline for an overnight rest. So is that good? Yes, it's excellent. I mean, it's just like a motorhome with a generator. The Toyota Prius, in my opinion, is the best electric generator ever known to man, because it is very efficient, very powerful too, because it drives the whole vehicle sometimes. So you know that it will shoot out a hell of a charge, and it does. But it is very economical. As far as going camping and sleeping overnight in the car, not a problem at all. You can buy you a trifold memory foam bed at Amazon for about $75 delivered, and it's 26 inches wide and folds out to a total length of 76 inches. And when you fold the seat down on the right side and the rear, the passenger seat, fold it forward, put the front passenger seat all the way forward, lean the seat forward or tilt it forward, and then there'll be a gap there, and you can figure out what to put in that space, and then you lay your bed on top of that, and you're good to go. I'm telling you, with an ice chest, you're good. You can go with a cooler, but there are some issues with using a cooler in a car, because I thought about getting one, and I don't want to get into that now. But back to the main question, what do I think about the reliability of a Prius, say with 100,000 miles on it? Of course, you never know how that vehicle was driven. That's always a big question mark. Assuming it's a one-owner car, those are always the better buys, in my opinion. If it's a one-owner car and he's got the maintenance records showing that the oil changes were done on a regular basis, the tires were rotated, the filters were changed, and so forth, then I would expect that you could probably get another 200,000 miles out of that car. I would think so. And so I'm going to keep mine. I've got a 2013 with 55,000 on it, and I'm planning on keeping it for, I don't know, 6-8 years, maybe longer, I don't know, until I come up with a reason to sell it, which I don't know that I will. But anyway, just a heads up for you people that are thinking about acquiring a used Prius, or maybe you have a Prius that's getting a little older and you're not sure about the problems you may have with it. I think you can rest assured that if you maintain it, do the oil changes and the filter changes on schedule, rotate the tires and so forth, you're not going to, it's virtually a maintenance-free car. At least it has been for me. What it will be for you, who knows? Sometimes it's like winning the lottery, whether you get a car that lasts or not. But having said that, guys, I am going to end this video. I'm coming into the little community of Buchanan Dam in Central Texas, USA. It is an unincorporated community on Highway 29, and it's a neat little area. I do like it. I lived here in Buchanan Dam for a few years ago, in the 90s I did, before I went in the U.S. Peace Corps to Mongolia, and that again is another story. But having said that, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, bye-bye from Rusty in Central Texas, USA. Buy USA May when you can. Take deep breaths. It does relieve stress. Stretch, walk, drink plenty of water, keep your health. And next Friday, I'm going to go to I keep saying this, I may or may not, but I'm planning on going to the RV and boat show in Austin, Texas, because it's only about 80 miles from my home. So I'll probably do that on Friday next week. And then in March, when it starts to warm up, I may take the lower route and go camping out in the southwestern United States. So anyway, we'll see, guys. Enjoy your day. Adios. And all you guys from other countries, hi. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.